Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another day in Project Zomboid. Back with old Wes here, over in our Darker Dam house, which we're just starting to cozy up to. Got another long day of work ahead of us, I think, when it comes to getting this place all situated and defended. We've got a lot of logs that are chopped down over there that we've got to convert to planks. We got a ton of walls to build. So let's get right into it. Alright, so let me just check what's going on in our inventory right now. This doesn't need to be in my main inventory. I can get rid of those. We've got plenty of water. We could use a cigarette and some food, so let's do that. Let's go next door for food, actually. Wait, I just... Okay. Yeah. It's just a bit dark out. It is 4:40 a.m., so, still quite dark out. Unfortunately, I didn't get, I got Wes to bed a little too early. No big deal, though. I'm pretty confident in this area right now. Oh, right. I intended to take off some clothing. I'll have to remember to do that when I head back over. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this area at this point. I'm not really that worried about walking around at night. There's not a whole lot of downside to it. So we got something that's high in calories. Let me just eat one off. Eat this spaghetti bolognese. Delicious. Don't want to eat anything like chocolate. I just want to get the hunger going. Oh. Create a graham cracker. Oh, but you can put chocolate on the graham crackers, they say. Neat. Yeah, it's probably good enough. Okay. So over here, this house is my dumping ground now. Alright, let's see. Let's get Wes a nice cigarette. Get him started and ready for the day. The light's starting to come back. Got our friends across the river there, still just chilling. No easy way from the path over to us, so they're just gonna stay out there. And that is fine by me. Okay, so. Like I said before, last time we brought the cart over and we started, we chopped down a bunch of trees, so we've got a lot of logs over there that we gotta go process. Now, the more efficient way of doing this would be to process the logs where they are and then load them onto the cart and then move them. Which I might do. The only issue is that area isn't really secure, so... And now it's getting foggy, too. It kind of leaves me a little concerned about actually processing the logs in situ there. Kind of makes me want to move them over to some, like, over here, maybe. Get them in a little bit of a safer place. Let me just check. Making sure there's no zombies hiding away in what I consider to be a relatively safe space. It's not really safe, because none of those doors are there anymore, but, you know. You know, we're just gonna load the logs up and then process them over there. It's a bit safer, and I don't like this fog. Remind me, Wes, you're not afraid of the fog, are you? No, you're not. Okay. That's good. Don't have to worry about rising panic just from existing out here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to load too many of these at the same time onto this trolley. Which is why it's kind of, in a way, better to process them here and then load them onto the trolley first, you know, after, but, eh. It'll be a little bit slower, but it'll be safer, so I'll take it. It is starting to feel a bit like a repeat of the last series, though, with the fog. It's pretty normal in Zomboid, though, for the early game. it tends to get... This is gonna be really heavy. Yeah, that's kind of a mistake. Put it in my bag, though. Yeah, that's better. The springtime in Zomboid does tend to be pretty foggy, so... Yeah, this is a pretty rough one. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to process the logs in here, in the back corner, facing outward. It's probably the safest way that I can do this. Because, of course, there's no doors here, because they got all destroyed instantly, because they're weird, janky, modded doors. No, 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 don't put them in there. Oh, on the ground, please. So, instead what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do it yet, I'm going to get all the logs over here first before I start any processing, but, I'm just gonna stand here in this corner facing towards the doors and then saw the logs here because it's gonna make noise. I don't really know exactly how much noise sawing makes. I know chopping makes a lot of noise, like the trees. You can easily attract zombies from a relatively large distance away with chopping, but I don't really know about sawing per se. But either way, I want to have as much reaction time as possible in case a zombie comes wandering in while I'm in the middle of sawing, so... Oof. This is an ominous kind of day. Hopefully this fog clears up. Fog and Zomboid, if it's not going to last, like, literally the whole day, which it does sometimes, it'll usually clear by around midday. So I'm kind of hoping that it clears up in the next few hours. At least a little bit. This is pretty rough. I can't really see very far at all. West might be, What am I seeing here? Oh, there's a zombie corpse somewhere. West might be, on paper, okay with this, but I'm kind of not. Not to mention it's getting us quite wet as well. I forgot to deal with my clothing again. Man, it's times like this where it's like the fog is in thick and heavy, or it's like really dark out, and there's like no music, just a little bit of background noise. Oof. Hence atmosphere. Oh, there's the music. Okay. There's still quite a few more logs on this side, which is going to be a little bit more dicey to get, because I don't know if this area is clear right now or not, but... We'll have to make do with what we can, with what we, can see. So I want all these logs over here, because we're going to need a lot of planks to get all these walls up. We've got to do 2 walls over here, then we got to finish the first wall, and then another wall that's going to be really long over there, so we've got a lot of woodwork to do. It's unfortunately a little bit boring, and I don't really have time to turn all of this into a long montage like I did in the last episode with the carpentry and the house, you know, silly montage that I did. Although that was quite fun to make. I don't have the time to record to be able to take all of this and turn it into, you know, like a 30-second sequence and then record hours more of content, since, dating this video, I'm making this on Easter. So, I only have so much time that I can, allocate to this before I have to get back to cooking. So... Oh, don't do that. So unfortunately, you're stuck with me here, just talking away. But there are some people that enjoy this sort of thing. Just, you know, people playing a game and talking over it, so... I mean, I should know I'm one of them. This is the kind of, it's the kind of style of YouTube video, at least when it comes to games, that I tend to like, actually, quite a bit. I think I've mentioned this before, but, I make the kind of content that that I myself like to see. Although I would never watch my own videos, not like outside of editing them. As is pretty typical, I can't really stand the sound of my own voice when it comes to recordings of it, so I sort of cringe my way through through editing my own videos and then try to not think about them afterwards. No, it's not like I'm ashamed of what I create or anything like that. It's just more so I'm not really comfortable listening to it over and over again or anything like that. I know that I do know some people that are like watch their own videos for fun, and that's crazy to me. That's absolutely bizarre. But anyway. Just trying to take it a little bit slow. I don't want Wes's fatigue to get up too quickly, because, like, I mean, it's already going to be going up because of just, like, the amount that we're carrying and, like, being hungry and stuff all the time. We're going to, you know, get a lot of fatigue really fast. So I'd really like to go as slowly as possible, because we're going to end up building up even more when I go to process the logs, and then if I have the energy left, actually try and build walls. Whole hell of a lot of work ahead of us. Hopefully not too many more episodes of this. I mean, I enjoy the slow, you know, gathering the resources and converting them, and then, you know, making stuff out of them. I enjoy, like, creating and, like, adding to defenses and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't want half of this series, episodes to just be me making walls around this base, so... Hopefully we'll probably be done with this, at the latest by the end of the next episode, I think. And then I'd like to start getting out and into the city itself and seeing what's in these buildings. Because we have a good amount of stuff, but there's still things that we could use. Not to mention, our biggest issue right now is just, we have no guns, really. We have some, like, sidearms that I actually remembered to take this time out of, like, those bags and stuff, like the little duffel bags or purses that have pistols in them and stuff like that, but none of that's going to be really that useful. Of course, Wes studied the blade, has not studied the gun. He doesn't have any skills in shooting whatsoever, which is pretty typical for Zomboid characters. Ooh, that was my mistake. Unless you start as, like... I mean, what starts are those? Police officer, I think, has some shooting skill and aiming skill. Well, aiming, and I don't even know if it has reloading skill. And then there might be, like, soldiery one that has some, too. I don't remember. It's hard to separate modded from vanilla, and I don't use many, starting occupations to begin with. Typically, when I make a character, I either start, like, nutritionist, or burglar, or unemployed. So it's hard for me to remember, like, exactly what ones there are and what they all do, because I don't tend to use very many of them. But yeah, there's probably one, whether it's modded or not. Either way, God, I think it's actually gotten foggier. I can see anything. Jesus. Really rough. We up to 27. Okay, we're doing all right. Haven't heard any zombies yet, so that's good. I mean, we did a pretty good job of clearing this all out. In the last episode we did that, I think it was last episode. So, yeah, I mean, we did a pretty good job of clearing this all out, so I'm not really too worried about running into zombies. We're also starting to run out of logs, I think. We might actually need to do more chopping. There's less logs here than I would have thought that we had. I think that was the furthest I went when it comes to chopping down trees. I mean, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna chop down any trees in this fog. No way. Way too low visibility for that. So we'll just have to make do with what we got for now, but we're definitely gonna have to hit some more trees up to get the amount of logs that we need for this. Alright, so... Alright, we got that. situated, let's drop the trolley. Now let's get to sawing. Saw logs, all. And this is gonna just keep going, so I'm just gonna speed this up, even though I don't typically do this with, you know, while actually recording it. But, you know, we're just gonna get this done and done. And as you can see, it's, our fatigue is ticking up a little bit. We're also getting bored, of course, but it's fine. Ooh, the fog, I think, is cleared. Mostly, so it's clearing. It's good. Alright, just saw up these last couple logs. Yeah, as I said, you know, I don't know if this is necessarily, like, the way the game is coded or whatever, but, I guess it makes sense when fog tends to be early morning because of, like, it has to do with, like, humidity and stuff, right? Because it's precipitation, technically. So, it makes sense that by the time it gets to, like, daytime out, it gets warmer. It clears out. So, yeah. It's good. We don't have to deal with the fog anymore. We've got quite a few planks. We've got 18 here, 54 here. Quite a few. So let's grab the trolley again. Grab trolley. Please. Are you actually going to equip it, or... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get some of these planks loaded up here. Again, just gonna speed up time. I don't really have time for this. And we're going to just get as much on here as possible. Put some in my backpack. Up until that point, basically. Until we start taking damage. And then we're going to get them out here and get started. So we want the wall here. Just quick sweep. Don't see anything. Make sure there's nothing hiding in here. Nope. Okay. So we want the wall to be just after this, I think. And before this hole right here. That seems to be the safest bet. Alright, so let's build a wooden wall frame right at this corner. Seems like the best place to do it. It's aesthetically pleasing, and it is just after the doorway, so we don't have to worry about the zombies being like, ooh, free passage into my base. And eventually, once I get the time, I'll throw doors over this stuff. Again, just to, you know, be extra safe. You know, a door here and some, like a gate here or some kind, maybe. For the time being, as long as I can get, like, a main wall up, then I'm not really too worried about anything. Although, of course, long-term goal is going to be, I want to get, like, parapets on these walls so that I can see over them, so I don't have to check any of this stuff manually, but, you know. Trying to see if I can get this trolley to a position where I can do carpentry. No, I can't because they're not, like... Okay. It doesn't really count the planks as existing because they're in the trolley, because the trolley counts as, like, a storage thing and not, like, the ground. It's finicky. I mean, it's modded, so, you know... You deal with the weirdness because without it, it makes my life more difficult and makes things take more time, so, you know. I cope. It's fine. No biggie. Let's just get the rest of this wall up, throw up a quick door, and then we gotta start filling it all in. And then, of course, we gotta do the other side. This is gonna be a lot of work. We'll see. I might, what I might do is if I can find some more time to record this week, I might do, like, a sort of not episode, kind of. Just, like, I'll record it in case something happens, but what I might do is just, like, build the rest of the walls out, and then, maybe just, like, fast forward through it or something, or do, like, a montage next episode. I don't know. I'll see what I can do, if I have time for it. I do have a busy week ahead of me, though, so I probably don't have time, but, you know. I do what I can. Either way, we've got this, this up. Let's see about the, it's not really equal. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I apologize to anybody with OCD. I should have put the doorway, like, either here or here, but I'm not gonna tear it down and then rebuild it. That is too much effort, and it doesn't really matter, and I've got so much more to do. I don't really want to waste anything, so there we are. So that took every plank that we had, huh? Yeah, that took... pardon me? Oh. The trolley went into my duffel bag. Because, that's a thing that can happen with large backpacks. Don't question how that makes sense. I don't want to talk about it. Alright, so... yeah, that took all the planks that we had off that first batch, but we do have still a lot left. We got, what, 36 total, is that? Yeah, it looks like 18 and 18. Okay, so... yeah, we're gonna be quite a bit short. We're gonna have to definitely hit up the second set of trees off to the side. The ones that are, like, on the other side of the fence here. Because we're gonna need a hell of a lot more wood. But this is a good start. Let's take this trolley and drop it over here. And then let's start filling in this wall. Unlike the other side, I want to get this one... oh, wait, right. I need carpentry 4 for the walls that don't suck. Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Okay. Then, actually, I lied. Whoopsie. Me when I lie on the internet. I'm going to instead actually go over here and start building walls, wall frames over here, because I want to get carpentry 4 first. I don't want to build the crappy walls. It's not worth it. I'd rather just get this, get that carpentry level, and then start building the walls in after that. It's unfortunate. I wanted to get that side up because I'm really kind of concerned about that direction. I've had a lot of zombies path over from there, whereas this one is kind of like a weird path that zombies don't seem to come in as often. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not that far off of the level 4 carpentry. We're at 65% already, and we've got a lot of trees to chop down and logs to saw, so we'll get it pretty soon, so I'm not really too worried about it. I apologize for all the flip-flopping. Oops, sorry. I'm used to using escape for things. But yeah, I apologize for all the flip-flopping when it comes to my plans and, like, what the heck I'm doing, because, you know, I record these usually only about once a week, because that's all I really have time for right now. And, it's hard to keep a coherent, like, plan in mind between weeks sometimes. Usually I can keep the general thread of what's going on, but then I don't really, like, I don't remember all the little nuances, like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this yet because of this sort of thing. So I end up having to remind myself. Yeah, we're starting to run low on, well, a lot. We've ran out of water, we're really hungry, we're getting pretty tired, and, you know, we've lost quite a bit of health from carrying around planks. But we're almost there. We've almost got the frame up on this side as well. So let's finish it off. Might as well get the door frame. Oh. Experience hyperthermia. Oh boy, we're too hot. Yeah, we are. Sunstruck. Okay, I definitely need to deal with the clothing situation after this then. So as soon as I'm done with this... oh, I missed a lot of logs there. I guess I couldn't see them in the fog. Plus the grass, I guess. That's good. That's good news. We definitely need more logs, so... it saves me from having to go after those trees in that area that I'm not really sure about yet. Do I have enough for this? I think I have enough for this. No, I don't. Crap. Yeah, I need to, deal with that. Alright, so let's actually just deal with that right now. So, let's look at our Temperature gauge. Yeah, skin temperature is quite hot. Insulation. We're just generally hot all over. It must be really... Oh, it's 101 Fahrenheit out today. Holy. Alright, let's go get inside, actually. I'm definitely gonna need to take off some clothes, but, I wasn't expecting 101 Fahrenheit. I'm loath to get rid of a major part of our protection here, but, I also just realized we're wearing women's boots. That's pretty funny. Let's take off the jacket. Take off the bandana, too. Feet are, very high insulation there. I can take off the socks. There's no, it's not necessary to wear socks in this, so should be fine. Hockey helmet, aviator's belt. I haven't been really paying attention as I'm walking here, which is a mistake, but we're alright. Okay, we're equalizing our temperature now. It's much cooler inside, of course. I need to get some water, so let's go to the bathroom, because we don't have a kitchen sink in this place, weirdly enough. Pardon me. Uh-oh. Did I already know this about the water? I think I did, actually, now that I think about it. God, you can tell I'm kind of, like, scatterbrained right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the water went out, like, really early on in this series, now that I think about it. Back in Riverside, and that's why we have no water currently. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Until just now. I was like, why can't I take water from the sink? Uh-oh. Why is the... Uh-oh. Sort of deal. But now that I think about it, yeah, actually, we ran out of water, or the water shut off a while back, so... It's fine. I remember now. Alright, so let's put away some of our clothes that we're not using right now. Okay. Carrying anything useless there? Okay, I'm not turning in quite yet. I need to go get us some more water. Oh, we actually have enough right now. I do need to get some food, though, so let's do that. I'll just eat something in the house. I don't really want to go next door when it's 101 Fahrenheit out. Oh, I got more spaghetti bolognese. Love that. Let us even that hunger out a little bit. Not too much. I'm not gonna go crazy there because I'm gonna eat again when Wes wakes up. But okay, now we're doing pretty good. Of course, our protection now is pretty bad. We're not wearing any kind of like arm protection, which is pretty shit. No neck protection. In fact, the lack of arm protection is like kind of concerning, but with these temperatures, I can't really do much about it. We don't have stable water, so I don't really want to wash. Kind of unfortunate that, and this is not going to be me complaining about the, about being dirty or not having water. In fact, much the opposite. I wish that there was more of a detriment to being filthy all the time. And this mostly was... I'm not even certain if you can or cannot get sick from, like, being constantly filthy. But, like, being sick in Zomboid doesn't really matter that much. I mean, like, getting a fever is dangerous, but, like, if you can just not fight while you have the fever, it's not that big of a deal. And, like, infections in this game, outside of, you know, the big infection, the big Z, don't matter, so... It's just kind of like... I kind of wish that there was more to that to make me, like, sacrifice my water currently. Because, like, right now, it's like... I have no real incentive to go out of my way to set up, like, water collectors. Although, to be fair, also, I don't think I even can set up water collectors right now. What is it? Furniture... rain collector barrel. Yeah, I need carpentry 4 and trash bags that I don't have, I don't think. But either way, you know, like, there's no real incentive for me to do that right now because, you know, there's water enough around me to sate my thirst, and I don't really care about my character being dirty. But, anyway, so I just thought I'd complain about that before I get Wes to bed. I'm going to get Wes to do some reading. I don't really want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning again, so I'm going to try and make him read longer this time. And then tomorrow we're going to get out there, and hopefully we should get to Carpentry 4 tomorrow so I can start putting in walls. I'll see you guys there. All right, good morning, folks. Here we are back. Much better time to wake up here with the old 6 o'clock in the morning. However, it's another very foggy day out. So, I am kind of torn on what to do here. I think I might just have Wes chill for the... Oh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Sorry for that. I think I might have Wes just chill here for the minute. Give him a couple hours to read. And, potentially, like, let this fog clear out. I don't really fancy going back out into this. Especially since I've got a... Well, I've still got those logs there I could grab. That could take me some time. Okay, let's get Wes a bite to eat, and then we'll see what we can manage. What do we have? What do we have? I don't want anything crazy. Just don't really want to... We still have electricity, so I should start cooking some stuff. Alright, let's see. Pork chop, mixed vegetables. Do we have a pan that can cook in? Let me grind a griddle pan. Saucepan? No, I need a frying pan. Do I have one somewhere around here? Guess I don't. What kind of fucking place doesn't have a frying pan? Or like a pot? Let's see. I might have taken one and put it in my... Holy, it's so foggy. Pardon me if I stay a little quiet right now. I need to be able to hear. No way in hell I'm gonna see anything coming, so I need to be able to hear it. Okay, we got a pot. I still gotta unload that thing at some point. That's gonna be a whole, probable montage in and of itself, is, me just unloading all the crap that I have stored. Like in the truck and in that. Ooh. Okay, so we've got a cooking pot that has no water in it, so that's not going to be that useful. I need to fill it with water. Let's go to one of the bathrooms. I really shouldn't be doing, doing cooking like this with a pot when I don't have a, sustainable water source without having to go to other houses, but I committed to doing this, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so let's take... let's create a stew. Let's put chicken broth in there. I think I need to defrost this stuff before I can put it in. So it thaws a little bit faster. I don't want to go to 500 in case I screw up and burn shit. Give myself a little bit of margin of error. Okay, so let's add that pork chop. Yeah, just add the whole pork chop. I'm not gonna refreeze this thing. I don't want to refreeze. And then I want to add some of those mixed veg. Add it twice. Let's do that. Okay, and then we will add one more set of the chicken broth. Okay. Toss that in the oven. Let that cook for a bit while we read. There we go. Make sure it's gonna work. And we'll go to 2 times speed. Again, going above 2 times speed when cooking is a bad idea. Of course, you can always cancel speed up by just, like, you know, pressing any button, basically, like moving or whatever, but still, it's quite a bit safer to just do it at 2. Now, unfortunately, I guess I overused one of the ingredients, so it's got a plus 15 on happiness, but I'm not really too bothered about that. We have smokers, so I can just smoke a cigarette and get rid of unhappiness. I'm not really too worried about that. And this will deal with our current hunger quite efficiently. There we go. Yeah, so unfortunately that did make us a little bit sad. But I don't care. Put this on the stove so I can have more of it later. And then we will smoke a cigarette, which should deal with our unhappiness problem. That puts us pretty good. We're still, we should still be losing weight. Yep, which is good. We've actually, we're almost gotten rid of overweight. We just need 1 more kilo, and then we're out of the overweight zone. Still gonna be out of shape because of our fitness. We need to get fitness up to 5. But, still, good start. And until we start exercising a bunch, that's not gonna happen, really. But yeah, our hunger's dealt with for today, so that's good. And I think the fog has not cleared at all. The overhang there always kind of, like, tricks me a little bit, but we're just gonna get started. Got a lot to do, so... Oh, now that I think about it, it's actually summer right now, not even spring. We started in summer, so... Do you always start in summer in Zomboid? Honestly, I don't remember. I thought you started in spring in this game, but maybe I'm just thinking about RimWorld, I don't know. Either way, pretty hot out. 91 already at 9 in the morning. It's going to be another scorcher today. Good thing I took off all those clothes, but still. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be hot no matter what at these temps. Okay, let's go get those logs that we spied over there. This is turning out pretty good, though. Fill in that one little gap there, and then... I guess I'm gonna chop trees after that. Man, I really hope that the fog clears by then. I do not want to go chopping in this thick fog. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet here. I'm a bit apprehensive about all this, as I was last time. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, there's a lot of trees here that we can go chop, but I am very reticent to go chopping. I can't see shit. I'm very reticent to go chopping with this. I can't see anything. Did I chop anything in this backyard? I don't think I did. I don't think there were any trees in this backyard. Alright, let's take what we've got and head back now. I can't keep just wandering around blindly out here, hoping the fog clears. We'll go back, chop what we have, finish up that wall, frame there, and then... I don't know, the fog might be clearing. I think it's a little bit more clear now than it was a minute ago. If it is clearing, then I'll get to chopping the rest of them, because I can probably... Closer way? Yeah, I could get the rest of the way to 4 on chopping trees if there's enough of them. And then, well, chopping trees and then sawing logs. Yeah, I think it's definitely clearing. And then we can really, like, get into it with the walls. Okay. No, actually, I'm just gonna keep that. Let's just put these on the ground. Alright. Where's that axe that I was using? It's not still on me, is it? No. Where did I put it? I put it in here somewhere, didn't I? Didn't I? Uh-oh. I don't remember what I did with that axe that I was using. Oh, isn't it? It's on the table in the house, isn't it? I brought it all the way back to the house. I forgot I had fitness equipment in there. That's nice. There's a sledgehammer there too. Did I know about that? All right. Well, I'm gonna leave the trolley over near these trees, and then I'm gonna go run back to the house and get the axe real quick. Honestly, the temperature didn't go up as high as I thought it was going to. It only went up to 92, 93-ish. Not bad. And the fog's cleared out. Very nice. Okay, let's quickly walk back over to the house and grab the axe. I'm not going to run. Our fatigue is relatively low right now, and I'd like to keep it that way because I want to work for the rest of this day, getting this all sorted. Okay, just making sure none of our... No issues, zombie or otherwise. Okay. Yep, I was right. I did throw the axe on the table in here. Thought that's what I did. Okay. Let's quickly get back out there. Yeah, we didn't even finish up that wall either. We got a lot of wood we need. Not sure there's going to be enough trees left overall to be able to do everything that I want to with regards to wood in the short term, at least, with these walls. I might end up having to go tear apart some more houses. Well, I'll deal with that when the time comes. Not too worried about it right now. If I can even just get up, like... I'm trying to think about, like, what my minimums would be for this. At the very least, I need to get this side dealt with. The front, maybe only half of it needs to really be set up. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, anyway, let's get some trees chopped. Actually, there's a whole park right here. We've got plenty of wood. Holy, I didn't realize. We do still have some neighbors on that side as well. But, yeah, this park is very interesting. There's a lot of trees in there. Alright, we should be good on wood then. I didn't realize this park was here. Yeah, even these trees by the road here, these decorative kind of ones are, prime for chopping. Alright. Well, that's nice. So this should be enough to... oh, right, this counts as wood cutting. I mean, sawing them will count, but... what do I need, 125? No, 225. Well, we'll say. Hopefully... Oh, turkey. Hopefully this will be enough. It's probably not going to be, but that's fine. This is probably all I'm going to be able to process for today anyway, so... And we'll have to start moving on into the park there. Just, let's go on. Plus, we're already exerted quite a bit. Endurance 66, yeah. Try to take it easy and let that go down in case I have to deal with some boys. You never know. Because we are... What did I just... Oh, I put them in here. Oopsie. Also, I have a random plank in my backpack, too. What was I gonna say? Oh, actually, we're... Okay, let's go bring these back. You know, of course, we're running the expanded helicopter events mod as per usual, so... You never know when a helicopter or a jet might fly over and pull some zombies into me. Could happen at any time. Man, that reminds me. I do so love my luck in this game. It hasn't happened as much on recording, thankfully. But I was doing a like kind of test game yesterday. Like, just kind of, like, partially because I wanted to try something out and for maybe a future series, and then also, like, I kind of wanted to just play Zomboid a little bit. I started a game, and I started with a kind of, like, min-maxy kind of character, right? Like, with, a bunch of, like, negative traits that are kind of bad, but I can kind of deal with usually, right? Like, I started with, it's modded, but it's deprived, which is, like, you spawn with nothing on you at all, and, I started with Injured and Smoker and like some other stuff. But either way, I started, I spawned in, and Injured gives you like 3 random injuries, and one of them was on my character's like leg or groin or something like that. Either way, it was, you know, movement speed reducing injury. And I was like, well, that kind of sucks, but as long as I'm careful, it's fine. And so I leave the starter house that I'm in I think I spawned in Rosewood. I was messing around, right? And I went to the very next house over from the one that I spawned in, opened up the window, alarm. Got swarmed by 100 zombies, and I could barely, you know, I couldn't run. I was like, well, that is the story of my life when it comes to, like, mess around Zomboid, like playing, like, completely solo, not recording, just by myself, sort of, you know, play just to have fun. Zomboid. That happens so frequently, where I'll just, like, get started and be like, very first house I go to, house alarm. It's like, oh, okay. Guess I'll die then. That sort of thing happens so frequently to me. It's not like I mess with the rates on that or anything either. It's just, you know, bad luck. What are you gonna do? Needless to say, I forgot that I can't look ahead with the trolley. Needless to say, I quit that game out, quite quickly. Because I didn't fancy, walking along with a giant horde of zombies chasing me until I died. Which, seeing as that solo game had sprinters in it, would not have been very long. So, tell you, if you ever get to the point where you're like confident in Zomboid, I mean, well, you kind of shouldn't be, because like realistically, anyone in this game can die at any time if you're just unlucky or you make a slight mistake or, you know, who knows what happens sort of deal. It's just that sort of game. But yeah, go ahead and try out adding sprinters or something to your game and then see how long you last. That shit'll make you feel alive, man. In particular, there's this one mod that I'm considering for a future series, which lets you set like specific spawn or like specific parameters for different times of day for the zombies. And what I'm considering doing is setting like nighttime to be giga danger. Like all zombies at night are like sprinters and stuff like that. Kind of like what's the game? Like Dying Light kind of sort of deal where it's like, well, with them it's kind of like the, well, yeah, it's right, it's like it's nighttime. They all like kind of lose their shit and go like giga fast and stuff. But yeah, there's a mod that lets you do that. I recommend it if you want to die by being outside at nighttime. That's the sort of thing where it's like, as long as you remember and you make sure that you're never out at night, then, oh, little scream event there. Then it's no biggie. But the second you make a mistake and like you know you're not paying attention, or you know, you go on an expedition but like something happens and it just starts taking too long and you're stuck out at night, that's when shit gets real. Oh, temperature is bumped up to 100. Unfortunate. So I'm a fan of that sort of thing every once in a while, you know, with moderation. I don't tend to use those sorts of things, at least with these series, mostly because these are kind of intended to be like somewhat basic series. I mean, the first one was sort of like introduction to Zomboid sort of thing, and then this is more like a mod showcase of this this city that I haven't really showcased all that much of yet, but you know, we're working on it. Next one's gonna be more like a kind of survival-ish kind of thing, I think. I've got ideas in mind for it. Some fun mods, and some new mods that I didn't even realize were a thing. Some are actually new, some are old mods updated, some I just didn't even notice before, but there's some cool concepts that I'm thinking about checking out with the next one. We'll see how it goes. Again, not like I'm going to be artificially ending this series or anything like that. I ain't about that life. You know, this guy, Wes, survives until he dies. I owe it to him that much. I ain't the kind of guy to just kill off a character because I'm bored. Cool. Low's done. We're up to 616 out of 750. Yeah, so I don't think I'm quite gonna make it with just the sawing, unfortunately enough. Yeah, not quite. 661 out of 750, so we're about 100 shy. We would need to do basically what we just did again, which we do not have the trees chopped down for that, and we also do not have the energy nor time left for that today, so unfortunately that does mean that we will not be finishing the walls up in this day. But I guess that was kind of already obvious because it's, you know, 550 already and we haven't even gotten to level 4, but, you know. It's fine by me. I just hope that y'all are okay with even more, somewhat dull building and talking. But that is a lot of what these series are, is just me talking while I just do mundane crap, and every once in a while I have to fight some zombies. Okay, speaking of the door... Yeah, I can't make the better doors yet, so I might as well just make them now, right? I just need to grab some doorknobs and door hinges. Did I bring those over here, or... I don't think I did. Some over here. I can go over there too. All right, let's see if I can get these doors up at the very least, like off now, because the better doors I think aren't until like Carpentry 6, so there's no reason to wait on those. I can at least get those put in, and that'll get me quite a bit more XP. Might be enough to get me up to 4 if I build all these doors out. I've got at least like 3 to put up, so let's grab some stuff. Thankfully, the zombies did the work for me here. So I can just grab these. I think there's another door in here that got destroyed, wasn't there? Arg, the hunger. Yeah, the back door is also messed up. Yeah, that startled me a little bit. It's like an alarm clock or an alarm or something. I guess it's an alarm clock probably upstairs going off there. Confused me a little bit there because I don't hear that very often. You know, pretty frequently you'll find watches in this game, like the one that we have on currently, that'll have like alarms set onto them and they'll go off. Like, you know, this has been seen quite a few times already, even in my playthroughs. It's rare to hear an alarm clock with an alarm set on it. At least for me, I don't usually notice that. Probably just mostly because I ignore alarm clocks. I don't bother messing with them or picking them up or anything like that. So that might be one of the reasons why I just never really noticed that sound. And then, of course, they only go off at, like, you know, whatever the time that they're set to. So it's not all that likely that you'll run into the alarm clock noise. Since it's not all that likely you'll run into the alarm clock when it is currently going off, right? Okay, so, did I pick up all the doorknobs and hinges from here? Kind of looks like I did. I don't know what I did with them, though. What about up here? Did I do it up here? Yeah, it looks like I did. I don't see any anywhere, so I guess I did pick them up. I don't know what the hell I did with them, though. I guess I put them in the house? I mean, they've got to be in the house somewhere. I mean, where else? Oh, I probably put them in the garage, or maybe in my wardrobe upstairs. They might be in the wardrobe, because I was putting, like, some random crap in there just to get it out of my inventory. Let's go see about that. 720. Okay. Let's check the garage first. Kind of not messing around with this garage anymore. Oh yeah, there's some. Yeah, there we go. 7 hinges, 5 doorknobs. Anyway, like I said, I'm kind of like not messing around with the oh, a bit heavy. Let's put some away. I'm not messing around with this this garage anymore after the one jump scare, even though, you know, for a zombie to get in here at this point, they'd have to break down one of these because the windows are not blocked by the truck, or at least I think they are. So I really don't have to worry about it too much, but yeah, it's a bit early. Let's go work on these doors. I think I got time. We're only at 60 fatigue, 83 endurance. I can do a little bit of light jogging to get over there and get these doors. Hello. Where did you come from, ma'am? I think, ma'am? Are you a ma'am? I think you are. Goodbye. Anyway. I wasn't expecting to see a random zombie there. I guess they just wandered around the corner and we're just sort of standing there. It just came this way, didn't I? Oh no, I went the other way this time. Yeah, they must have wandered over while I was going this way and going around. Alright, so let us see about... Yeah, we still got 7 planks on us. Let's see about this door. Wooden door. How much XP do we get from this? 3.75, a lot less than I thought. I mean, we are... Yeah, we're 5 times multiplier as well. How many? Oh, we need 4 planks. Okay. Well, either way, these doors needed to get up, and we ain't gonna be able to build better ones for a while, so it's fine. They look like crap, but I can repair them, or I can make them better eventually, so. I'm also gonna throw a door into this door frame as well, real quick, just to, you know, give me a little bit more of a gap between this silly barricade of mine and the outside. Of course, you know, these doors probably have like 1 HP like the rest of these doors had, so zombies could probably just like wander through here and break those down in an instant, but whatever. It's better than nothing. Alright, let's head back over. We're just gonna have to get the rest of the XP by sawing more logs. I mean, we're gonna need the wood anyway, so it's not like it's a waste of time or anything like that. Just get Wes home, get him the rest of that food we made. I think, what are we at? 49... I don't know, maybe I'll let him wait until the morning to eat. I think that might be what I do. There's no real downside to it for me, really. Could start going bad, though, if I leave it out. I'm gonna have to fridge it. I typically will leave food out like this if I'm just planning on eating it later that same day, but since it stays fresh cooked. But since I'm not going to eat it till tomorrow, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. You know, common sense and all that. Although, realistically, in real life, probably don't leave food out all day like that. Just throw it in the fridge and then reheat it later, but, you know. Okay, well, with that, I think we're going to call this episode here. It might be a little bit shorter than usual, and I apologize for that, but it is a holiday, so I need to get back to my other responsibilities. Thank you all for watching, as per usual. Very much so appreciate the response to the last episode. I have to assume some of that is due to my my silly montage that I made. I will endeavor to put more of those in the future. They're certainly time-consuming, but they're a lot of fun to make, so I don't actually mind adding more of those in, and I'll try and add them for different things as well. Just don't expect one every episode because, you know, requires specific circumstances and also a good amount of time and effort to make those, so. But it is what it is. Thank you all for watching. I will see you again in the next one. Take care.